There we go. Okay, welcome to part two of our weekly test show here tonight. Now, for this week. Oh, yeah, it was quite a morning, honestly. But now that we are through with all the weeklies for this week, well, for the most part, except for some of the postponed stuff, I'd say we get to I'd say we play a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh in this 1 hour block, because then hopefully a little bit afterwards we'll move on to the WMBS word game and a lot of stuff. So let's duel. Jaden is our first opponent.
Let's get our game on, shall we?
We shall, Jaden. We shall. And I will do the honors of going first. Alright. Let's set down Call the Haunted. And we'll set down Gross Ghost of Fled Dreams as my first move. Alright, let's see what Jaden will do.
I activate a spell card.
Graceful Charity.
I activate a spell card.
He's gonna fusion.
Alright, I'm creating a new monster.
By combining these two together. Fusion time. And my monster's gone.
Throw down a face down.
Do I want to do that or no? I was thinking about Change of Heart, so not right now.
End my turn.
Maybe I could. But then what if that's something else? Alright, let's bring over his fusion. Sure, I'll be more than happy to chain Call the Haunted with it. I'll bring that monster I have back. Well, I'm not going to have a choice. It's going to go into attack position anyway. So, and then I'll bring one of my Axe Raiders onto the field. We'll get rid of his Prisma.
Light a trap card.
Magic Arm Shield.
Are you done?
Almost. Because now I'm going to destroy both of those monsters together. Alright, and that is my turn then. But this isn't looking good, because I am totally exposed.
I end my turn.
Alright, better put down Island Turtle. Eat broke bag. Eating broke bag. Eating broke bag. Eating broke bag.
I end my turn.
Eating broke bag. Eating broke bag. Alright. Let's summon Axe Raider. And then we'll get rid of his Elemental Hero Woodsman. Alright. Do I want to do Harpy's Feather Duster? No, not at the moment. down to 2,300. And I think this is going to be it. And that's it. Jaden takes game 1. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into game number 2. And I will go first. Let's see, Tiger Axe. And we'll set down backup soldier. Alright, let's see what Jaden's first move will be in this game. Of course, it's Stratos again. Okay. 1,800. And then I'll get rid of one of his 3. This one. That was Torrential Tribute. Do Tiger Axe. This one's good defense too, so. Well, I'm gonna keep playing defense here.
I activate a spell card.
Alright, he's gonna fusion.
Alright, I'm creating a new monster by combining these two together.
Fusion time! That didn't work. And there goes both of them. Well, Torrential Tribute would work. This one's as a result of battle. So do I want to make use of that now? I'd rather not.
Not bad, but I got some fight left in me.
Death Tornado, and he picked my Torrential Tribute. Oh yeah, this isn't looking good. Down to 1,900 now. Alright, Monster Reborn. I'm going to take a look at both graveyards before I make my choice. I'll just bring back the one with the highest defense, which is Gamma the Magnet Warrior. And then Nimble. And that's all I can do. So, let's see if this will be enough to keep me in the game. I don't think so, but let's see. Okay, so my life points are going to increase. But that's the only card I've got. So it looks like this will just barely keep me in the game. However, I got Backup Soldier, which I definitely have to play. So I'll just pick those 3. So at this point, I think my upcoming turn is going to be my last one. Okay, chain destruction. Set this down. And I think that's it. And I do not think I will be... I don't think I'm going to have a Sword of Hope this time. Because he's going to destroy it. And then one of his two directly. And that will give him the match. Yeah, that was a very tough match. And that's game. Alright. On to duelist number 2. Yusei Fudo. And I'm pretty sure this virtual machine is already running its update in the background. I'm pretty sure it already started its update. So here we go. Match duel.
You said we duel here for respect.
I think it's about time you learn what that really means. Alright. I will start. Which one do we want to summon first? Gemini Elf. But I'm not going to do Call the Haunted yet. Only until we get to the right moment. I activate a spell. Nightmare Steel Cage. So this is almost like the equivalent of Swords of Revealing Light. Except this applies to all monsters. So for two of my turns, every monster on the field cannot attack, and that card will be destroyed following the second turn. Or we could destroy it, right now, which is what I am going to do. Let's go ahead and destroy it. No. Graceful Dice. So let's boost these monsters. Only by 1, but okay. Alright, Gemini Elf against the Assault, whatever that is. Kunai with Chain. So my Gemini is in defense, and that gains 500 points. Therefore, I will end my turn there. I was debating between setting down Call the Haunted and leaving it alone. Alright, let's see what happens if I destroy the Kunai with Chain. It only puts the monster back at face value, but then I can put Gemini Elf in attack position. I'll go ahead and summon Sangan, and then I'll put Call the Haunted down, so I can resurrect one of my monsters. And he's got his own Call the Haunted. Nope, I am not chancing that monster. No, I am not. I could resurrect one of mine, but I'm not ready for that yet. No. Still no. So I want to examine my graveyard first before I make my choice. Penguin Soldier would allow me to return it. The Breed Dragon would give me a good layer of defense. So that's what we'll do. No, not right now. Because I didn't get a chance to look at the graveyard yet. So so I can see if there's any valuable monsters I could bring back. No, it doesn't look like it. I could bring a monster back, but it would have to be in defense position. No, it would have to be in attack position, which I'm not chancing. Alright, well that's the only monster I can do. That's the only monster I can attack with. And I can't do any other monster. Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring a monster back. Let's bring Headless Knight back onto the field. I activate a spell. He's gonna take my Debris Dragon out of play with Nobleman across out. And what's he gonna bring back? The Mercenary again.
You shouldn't underestimate the power of any card.
Oh, yikes. Got the Stardust Dragon Assault mode.
It's your
Alright. I'm gonna put both in defense position. Because that is a very powerful monster.
I activate a spell.
Junk Barrage. So basically, defense position damage will be treated as attack position damage.
It's your
Surprised he didn't go after that other one. I'll go ahead and flip summon that.
what?
Okay, not getting that one. There's Alligator Sword. Jylong. But I can still normal summon. However, the position of this card is already locked. So I can just go ahead and get rid of it. I probably could have just tribute summoned the Gadget Soldier, but then he probably would have flip summoned that other one.
So then let's keep going.
Oh, it's back on the field again. Yeah, get rid of any other copies of that card if there are any. There aren't. He called it wrong, so that monster's gone and he only loses 50.
It's your
Well, at this point I think we may as well just go ahead and do it, so I'll flip summon. Yeah, I'll go ahead and tribute summon.
Having powerful monsters doesn't guarantee you a win. So are you finished?
I still got one more, you say. Still got one more.
Oh no!
Now I'm finished. What's he gonna do? Assault Beast.
It's your
That's 1900. This is going in defense. This is going in defense as well. But wait a second. I could do Change of Heart. Well, too late now. I already made my choice. I already picked defense, so no turn back. So that monster's gone.
It's your
Probably could have taken advantage of the direct attack. Then there's Magic Cylinder. Alright.
Oh no!
I know I probably should have done this last turn, but you know what? We're going to do it now, so... What's his defense card? Okay, Tuning Wear. And then directly.
Oh no!
Alright, before this one goes back to him, we're going to set down Magic Cylinder to reflect it. And that is going to most likely be my winning move here, so... may as well.
What?
And that gives me the first game. Alright, so that's game one. I will be going second in the second game.
It's yours.
Alright, Magic Jammer. I activate a spell. Yeah, let's negate Nobleman and Crossout. I'll have to sacrifice a card though. I choose Black Forest, and I believe its effect will activate anyway. No, it does not activate.
It's yours.
Alright, let's see. Nimble? Yeah, I'll set that in defense. Okay, this is not looking good. I cannot summon any of them. Alright, well, this is going to be it then, I believe. So you say ties up the match. And with that, we are going to jump into a tiebreaker. And of course, this will decide things. Alright, Torrential Tribute. Set down Debris Dragon. That's going to be my first move. No, I'm not doing that.
I activate a spell.
Fusion Sage. He's gonna lose 300 from that.
It's yours.
It's your move. $1,700 versus 1,700. Well, let's do defense again.
Oh no.
And then we'll destroy whatever that is. Oh, there's the Synchro Fusion. No.
Not good.
Because I'm going to wait for the right time to use Torrential Tribute.
It's yours.
Giant Trunade. 1800. My goodness, I'm gonna have a lot of defense layers here.
You shouldn't underestimate the power of any card.
The power of any card. Now let's do it.
What? What? I resurrect.
What's he gonna resurrect? Of course, I clear the whole darn field and he brings it right back. If only I had Magic Jammer.
It's your move.
Oh well. Okay, Debris Dragon, but that's not gonna do me any good, so... The only thing it'll really do is just give me an additional layer of defense. Just give me an additional layer of defense.
Not good. It's your move.
I'll have to end this first before starting this. Alright, Giant Trunade. Alright, I'll just end the turn there, because I'm not going after the two other monsters.
All I need to win is one card.
Eden broke Bay. Eden broke Bay. Exiting Nary. Alright, let's see. Alligator Sword. And then we'll bring over his... And then I'll bring over his Synchro Monster. Come on, mouse. Cooperate with me, please. There we go. Sure.
Not good.
Oh my god. Storm surge warning for Jesslyn Fault Island. Storm surge warning for Jesslyn Fault Island. Oh no. You want an island and all the arcade sectors? Really? Fault Island.
All the island. Eden broke Bay.
Headed Brow Bay.
Headed Brow Bay.
Brow Bay. Headed Brow Bay.
Headed Brow Bay. Well,
Brow Bay.
Headed Brow Bay. Alright, Yusei takes the match on that one.
I felt in you when we first dueled. That's why I wanted you as a friend.
Calculator. Calculator window. Display is 0 heading level 1.
Display is 9, 999,
5. Max digits reached. Max digits reached. Max digits reached. Max digits reached. Display is 9, 999. Times all of these numbers. Add.
Display is 5.
Max digits reached. All these numbers, and then divide it all by 0. Displays cannot divide by 0. Of course it can't.
Cannot divide by 0 because the calculator cannot understand 0.
Yeah, of course it doesn't. Okay, here we go with Yuma.
1 divided by x is 2 hyperbolas.
Oh, great. Now we're getting into math terms here. Alright, I'll summon the Goblet Elite Attack Force first.
Your move.
New notification from Element. WPLDEA has monitored. Live roll chat.
Error 404 has finished loading.
One of one. Poison.
Gives up.
Oh, not again.
Aw, not again! Well, that's my turn then. As the goblin goes to defense position because of its effect.
I activate the spell card.
Has actually started. Seriously.
Probably for most likely training.
I can do a little.
I can do a little XC summoning.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, you can do a little XC summoning.
Oh, we're in fourth. How are we in fourth and oh jeez.
Your move.
Wait, we lose. How are we fourth in the NFC? Not to be sure because
Oh, this one requires 2 tributes. But sure, let's go ahead and put it in defense. Will that be enough? Well, let's find out.
oh no. Oh,
I place card face down.
wait a minute. Hold on. Telephone priest.
Yo.
Oh, hang on. They're at the Bengals tomorrow.
Alright, Headless Knight, that's going in defense too.
Ha! Sweet.
Now it's resurrecting Tazook Knight.
Joy. I think I've heard that again, but I don't think that is what it is.
Oh, the droid voice clip.
Your move.
Let me see if I still have that. Let me check and see if I still have that. Because I know I made that recording a long time ago. Alright, let's see. Harpy's Feather Duster.
Not good.
That one's going defense. Well, we're just gonna keep playing defense for now. What's that folder?
Your move.
What was it called? Oh yeah. On the old audio files folder. Let's see, it should be there. Oh wait, actually I have a better idea. Instead of turning the narrator on, DR. Ah, yes, here it is. Play with VLC Player.
What feels?
Yep, the droid startup.
The judge.
No. Alright, which one do we go after first? This one? Okay, there's Kurt Vault. He's only going to be able to get one more copy on the field. Yep, and there that goes. Let's send that copy away too.
Oh, not
Oh, not again! And then he's gonna bring another one on the field. Or not. Okay. And then that other one. Aha, there was that other copy. So he must have already summoned all those copies then on his side of the field. Oh, yeah, I still have the equalizer around.
Your monster will be destroyed.
He's gonna destroy all the monsters on the field, every single one of them.
Your move.
Droid.
Finally fix that.
Ah, good times. Oh, sure. That's what we're gonna do right now. Okay, new.
I place card face down. Your move.
That's gonna sound like an actual. Oh my god. Judge.
Louder. Alright, well, I can't do anything. I can't bring any monster on the field. Tried. Tried. Let's see if we can get the cat to say it now. Oh, this is gonna be even more fun.
They can't say it though, 'cause
I activate the spell card. Your move.
I actually did it. Oh my gosh. That was great. Is this what I think? I probably should have brought that monster over, then I could have tribute summoned. Oh well. But we can still do change of heart. As long as he doesn't negate it. Okay. But again, I've already done my my summon, so directly.
That's not happening on my watch. Your monster will be destroyed.
Yep. The Flame Cerebus is gone, but his defense layer is going back to him. And he's gonna get rid of my backup soldier. If I can actually start this now with its...
But at least the Eclipse photos.
Let's play this again. Droid! No, I'm not activating any card effects. Call failed because a microphone could not be accessed. Well, that makes sense. Alright. Morphine Jar, Penguin Soldier. I choose Penguin Soldier.
How cool is that?
Yeah, the partial eclipse that if I were to see it, I only would have seen like, what, 10% of it or less? Let's try the droid again. Yeah, we gotta put the mic a little closer to the speaker. May as well.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Your move.
Gadget Soldier requires 2 tributes. Guess we may as well do it directly then. Alright, that's my turn.
I place guard face down. Your
Let's
move.
increase the speed. Oh, yeah. Oh gosh. Alright, let's go ahead and tribute summon now.
Is this what I think?
Is this what I think? Nope, nope, nope.
That's not happening on my watch.
Ring of Destruction. Kaiba's signature card or something. So not only is that monster gone, but both me and Yuma took life point damage at the same time.
Your move.
Slow it down a little more. Droid. Alright, we're gonna have to do Island Turtle in defense then.
I activate the spell card.
Droid. Oh great, we're bringing back good times, aren't we? Yeah, but let me be sure. Let me be sure. Yeah, he's probably gonna bring back one of those powerful monsters, so we may as well negate it.
Your move.
This one requires 2 tributes, so I can't do anything.
Your move.
Alright, let's... Oh. Let's reverse droid.
Not good.
Yeah, not good. Let's see. My Elemento or his Super Crash Bug in attack position.
Oh
And I guess we may as well do it. Nope. Let's see what that is. Magic Arm Shield. But hey, that gave me the first game anyway. So that was a good and bad move on Yuma's part. I don't know what he was thinking. But anyway, I will go second in game number 2. Let's have Tom say it. Droid.
Droid. No.
Droid.
Hold on.
Droid. Paul's saying droid. Oh, that's great. Alright, now as much as I'd like to attack... you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it anyway.
How cool am I?
He's gonna reflect it. Of course it does. But at least it's gonna stay in attack position since its attack was not able to go through. Graceful Charity.
I activate the spell card.
Samantha.
No. Droid.
I activate the spell card.
Jill.
Droid.
Droid.
Your move.
Let's do Tom again, but this time slower.
Droid.
Even slower.
Droid. You sound like a big snow? Droid. Droid.
I activate the spell card.
Saying droid. Droid.
He said...
Droid.
Yeah, he's saying Troy instead of Troy. Alright. Now, do I want to bring any monster back? Oh, I can bring back Super Crash Bug for sure. With Monster Reborn. So that is what? Oh. I guess maybe the requirements for it haven't been met. That's probably why. Oh well, but okay. And I don't have what I need to fusion summon yet, so. So let's try Paul pretty slow. Droid. Droid.
Sonic's trying to save him now.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Anyway, let's reflect that attack.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Droid.
Mike.
Droid also says droid. 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 What? Wait. What the hell is a stone?
Is this what I think?
Is this what I think?
What's going on
And
here?
then saying its effect activates. And I'll go ahead and bring Ireland Turtle into my hand. But I still don't have what I need to fusion. So we may as well get rid of his Gaga Magician or whatever.
This is happening.
Alright, that is all I can do then.
Droid.
Hey, Mike actually said, the AT&T Mike actually said droid.
This ability can activate.
Well, droid.
Droid.
I activate the spell card.
What the hell?
Hot agree.
Droid.
Droid.
Your move.
Let's try the other one.
Droid.
Alright, that one's going in defense. No. Not yet.
Oh, not again.
Aw, not again. Alright. And now for good measure, I activate my spell card. And there goes his magic arm shield. So. Droid.
I place card face down.
That wasn't very nice.
Droid. Droid. Alright, let's activate card of safe return. If only I still had that fusion card. Oh well. Well, I'll go and summon this in defense. And I pick this one. Okay, guys, Crashbug Z. Droid. Now let's try Motorola's catchphrase or whatever. Hello, Moto.
Oh my goodness.
Even slower.
Oh no.
Faster.
Oh.
A little faster. Hello, Moto.
That is so annoying what she says though.
And then, let's see. Let's increase the rate.
Ha, sweet.
Let's try Samantha now.
Hello, Moto.
Oh no.
This is bullcrap. In the world? Okay.
Come on. I know you can say more than that.
I found this on the web for the Laughing Cow.
Not quite the Siri voice, but... Yeah, not quite the Siri voice, but still.
Your move.
You know, the old-fashioned Siri voice from back in the day. A change of heart. Yeah, then that would get me to tribute summon. So, doesn't matter which one I choose, because now we're gonna tribute summon.
Is this what I think?
Alright, we'll get rid of this card.
Hang on a sec.
Oh, here we go again. Ring of Destruction. 2,600 being dealt to both of us. And my oh my, Yuma is down to 300 now.
Still not even let me open this.
Ha, sweet. Ha, sweet.
Oh, this is probably going to be his winning play right here. Yep, this is going to be it. So, Yuma ties up the match at 1 game apiece. That was a very intense second game. We were so close to defeating Yuma right then and there. And I think it was mainly because of his bad timing with Ring of Destruction. After I tried to attack with that 2600, after I tried to attack with that Buster Blader. Alright, so we'll set down Typhoon and then Magic Jammer.
He's not even here anymore, is he?
And then that one in defense.
Oh, he's not even in my server anymore.
Alright, well, let's see what Yuma's move will be.
I place card face down.
Samantha's saying gibberish really fast. Okay. Sure, I may as well. I saved it for this moment. See if I get the right one.
Your move.
Okay, well let's see how that comes into play. Alright. Gadget Soldier in defense. Then card of safe return. No. That is all I'm doing.
I activate the spell card.
This is really dumb.
Password blank. go? Or is it
Exiting narrator.
exiting narrator?
Password generator. Speech off.
Speech off. Scan off. Scan off. There we go. Let's do these. Okay, maybe that's not enough characters. Oh, sure. Let's try all. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. Let's try this.
Speech off. Scan. Scan off.
Exiting narrator. And then we'll just put this into here. And let's see how it sounds. If it'll even say anything. Anyway. Yeah, let's negate it. Guess it doesn't like that. Wow.
Chill for your account, man.
Oh my god, Smith. Let's change it to Tom now.
CW6W and 9KJ number at $, W number 3 before QKCH KRAYDQ TKMG XWPXDD3 22% RC65 HQS rest QFE-GW FGY674U3 K number BTD8 23 QF $IC-SCTBZ 78% BD66 PDJU KKJGPW 3Y47 RW asterisk 3 FDX 5 F3 percent number GWGW-JQXR percent number $SD asterisk URX-2049 upstar EWYC plus 2 QFFDRF asterisk F6XPX.
Oh gosh. Oh, widespread ruin. But I can still do the other one. Ah! That is my turn as Curveball goes back to Yuma now.
CW6W and 9KJ number at $, W number 3 before QKCH KRAYDQ TKMG XWPXDD3 22% RC65 HQS rest QFE-GW FGY674U3 K number BTD8 23 QF $IC-SCTBZ 78% BD66 asterisk PDJU KKJGPW 3Y47 RW asterisk 3 FDX 5 F3 percent number GWGW-JQXR percent number $SD asterisk URX-2045 upstar EWYC plus 2 QFFDRF asterisk F6XPXA.
Oh, jeez. Oh, here we go. Fairy Box. You called it wrong. So that monster is going to get destroyed. And 500 points of damage to me. And then he's going to bring 2 more on the field. Alright, that is my turn then. Let's hear it again.
CW6W and 9KJ number at $, W number 3 before QBJCH KRAYDQ TKMG XWPXDD3 22% RBCSQCZ5 FHQ asterisk QFE-GWFGY6F4U3 K number BTD8 23 QF $IC-SCTBZ 78% BB66C asterisk PJU
You called it right.
W3Y47 RW asterisk 3 FDX5 F3 percent number QWGW-JQXR percent number $, SD asterisk URX-D2045 upstar EWRC plus 2 QFFDRF asterisk F6XPXA.
Oh gosh. That's crazy. No, that's not high enough. No, it's not high enough. I'm waiting for a significant amount of life points to come up before I use that. Slot machine requires 2 tributes. I'm pretty sure that monster is going to be the target. Alright, let's go and do Black Forest. And I'll go after one of his curve vaults. And he called that one right. So there goes that monster. Its effect activates. I'll bring forth Gemini Elf. I don't feel like flip summoning it right now because I'm pretty sure he's gonna destroy it anyway.
CW6WN9KJ number at $RW number 3P4QBJCHKREAY@DQ.
Oh gosh. Alright, we'll go after another one of his curve vaults. And he called it right again. this is wonderful. My monsters are getting annihilated one by one. How about let's add Edenbro Bay before all that text? Oh, this is gonna be good.
Edenbro Bay. CW6WN9KJ &sign at $RW number 3P4 G3 at TKMGXWPX PP3M P2SM% RPCS2CZ5FHQ
Nope.
UFEG at Guy 6M4U3 Egg number $23Q at $CSCTVC7% BB66C starch
Nope.
Y47 RW star 3F and plus 5 at 3% #sign UWGW
Pound sign. Wait,
#sign RD
wait a minute. Did you say pound sign?
#sign
Pound sign.
Oh no!
#sign
Pound sign. You said pound sign.
#sign #sign
At. It doesn't even say exclamation mark.
back quote
Back quote.
tilde
Tilde. Let's see how David Desktop says. David Desktop doesn't say it at all. Only the words when I put it in.
gray accent
Wait a minute.
gray accent
Oh. Let's put the period there.
gray accent gray accent
Grave accent. Yeah, I may as well resurrect the monster. Oh, I choose Neos.
Oh no!
Oh no! And I'll activate card safe return as well.
Your move!
I choose Axe Raider. Alright, let's see what happens here.
I played a trap.
Oh, he's chaining. Fairy Box and Magic Arm Shield.
My life points.
Okay, let's see. Called that one right, but its attack had already gone through, so that is it.
gray accent
Grave accent.
I activate a spell card. Your monster will be destroyed.
Roy. Roy.
Activate the spell card.
Let's increase the pitch. Troy. Tom's pitch doesn't really alter. Doesn't really alter at all. Yes, let's reflect it. And I take the match. There we go. We defeated Yuma. The Claw of Hermos. And Exile of the Wicked. I have some new cards here.
If you're gonna be great, you gotta take chances.
So I take lots. Alright. So now we've got time to finally showcase the slight changes I made to the music with, well, actually, I removed the music from the Yuya game, so I just want to be sure that I removed that there is no music at all. Yep, there's absolutely no music, so we can hear Yuya's great voice.
Let's make this duel a showstopper.
Let's make this duel a showstopper. Oh yeah, we'll make it a showstopper, alright. And I'll go second. The duel's not great without music, but you know what? It's fine. But hey,
Time to lay a face down.
some sound is better than no sound at all. And that ends my turn. Phantom Graphon, whatever. And sure, let's send all of his spells and traps back. And I'll put Backup Soldier back on the field and go after his Silver Claw. Ah! Droid. Slow it down. Droid.
And that ends my turn.
Nope.
Smile for the crowd.
Select the monster
My
card and
monster
return
has a
it.
special ability.
Okay. And he picks my highest one. I can activate this during the
What?
battle phase. Yeah, sure, I'll activate it. Hope I pick a good one. It's his own Typhoon.
I activate my Hippo Carnival.
I should have chosen that one. And one of those tokens are the target now instead. And that is it.
This is an emerging.
What?
And that ends my turn.
Now, the other thing is when I tried to put in the the standby script for that emergency action notification in those EAS scenarios, I put it through the Time Voice here, and it actually sounds very, very accurate.
This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message.
That sounds very accurate.
I activate a spell.
Very, very accurate. I could add the rest of it if I want to, but I am not going to do that. I'm not going to do that for my own good.
And that ends my turn.
I'm not going to do that for my own good. All right, we got Zombra. Let's see. Soldier Tiger. Ah! And then his Griffon. Well, my Griffon going after one of his Hippo tokens or whatever. And that ends my turn.
I activate a spell.
And that ends my
Time to
turn.
lay a face down. And that ends my turn.
Monster Reborn. I pick his Silver Claw.
Ow!
Shoot. And then Baby Dragon can join in, and I guess here we go. That's to deal a lot of damage here. 3,800 to be exact.
This show's
Not over yet. Yep, it's not over yet.
This
This
show's
show's not over yet. Nope, it surely ain't over. Ain't good, there's no music.
And
I
that ends
activate
my
a
turn.
spell.
And that ends my turn. And that
To
ends
launch
my
the
turn.
fireworks, you have to light the fuse.
Take the stage together as one.
And that ends my turn. And that ends my turn.
And that ends my turn. And that ends my turn.
Password generate. Radio.
And that ends my turn.
Scan. Scan off. 3. Enter. Loading complete. Scan. Error 404. Error 404 has finished.
Sure, that's
loading.
tribute.
Error
Someone's bringing out the big guns.
404. The file you requested could not be found.
But unfortunately, this monster is too powerful. It's Beast-Eyes Pendulum Dragon, so I'm not chancing it.
Refreshing page. Loading complete. Error 404. Error 404 has finished loading. Error 404. 404. The file you requested.
And that ends my turn.
Could not be found. I gotta do tribute to the Doom.
What?
I have to. Adios, Beast-Eyes Pendulum Dragon.
Oh, shoot.
And now,
Smile for the crowd.
destroys a monster.
My monster has a special ability. Gotcha.
You should have picked my Griffon, Yuya. You should have picked that. This show's not over yet. And yes, now activate
What?
backup
A trap
soldier.
card?
And then going to, well, these are the only two I've got, so. Well, regardless, both of which are going to be enough to hopefully bring this duel to an end. So let's see what Yuya does.
Refreshing page.
Loading complete.
Error 400.
And that ends my turn.
404 has finished loading. Error 404.
May as well.
404. The file you requested could not be found.
Ah, guess that's my final curtain. And yep, I take the first game. And we're gonna go ahead and jump into the second game now. Oh yeah, I more than likely didn't remove that cube, but oh well. That's okay. I just cared about the in-game queues, the ones that would run continuously. So. Question page. Loading complete.
Error 404.
I activate a spell.
404 has finished loading. Error 404.
Alright, sorry about that, Google.
The file you requested could not be found.
This is the
The file.
Refreshing page. Loading complete.
drama, BS. I have
No.
404 has finished loading. Error 404.
404. The file you requested could not be found.
Synthesis Magician will stir things up.
Oh geez. Synthesis Magician. So this is the equivalent of Copycat. It's the equivalent of Copycat. No. No. Let it go.
And that ends my turn.
And that ends my turn. What else do we do? Alligator Sword. Could have done that other one. Nope, not doing it right now.
Droid window. Main panel pane.
Droid window.
Scan off.
Exiting narrator. What else have we got here? There's just so
Time to lay a
much.
face down.
There's just so much stuff I had in here from a
And
long
that
time
ends my
ago.
turn.
What is this? Even more updates. Now, if I remember correct, oh, it's a log of Windows XP updates. It's a log of Windows XP updates. It doesn't show exactly when they were published. But what do we want to do here?
What?
What? Yeah, no. Nice. Got rid of Performance Flash. Okay, we'll get rid of Synthesis Magician. And then that.
Smile for the crowd.
Draw one card.
My monster has a special ability.
Okay, that's my turn then. Oh, sure. Let's put this entire line of text into Balboca, exiting narrator.
Balboca. Exiting narrator.
And we'll have Tom say it really fast. Go.
Grasslands. Midland. Crater Ridge. Brown Lake Park. Tri-County Spaceship Port. S20. Eastern. GSS-RF. 391 West Road. Yellow House. Feathers Top Parking Arcade. Todd Dudley. Vixos Hut. Vincent Security Hall. 30 Lane Northwest Pier and White Castle. Jasmine area. Evan Rubio. Redwood City.
Yeah, let's bring a monster back.
Jasmine River.
Oh,
Jasmine Southwest Pier and White
shoot.
Counties. Edit Brown Bay. Gavin Bell. Minute Building. Frost Mountain. Lemon Trick Fountain. Rebel Swamp. Leary. Ron County Road Center City. Jasmine. Peace. Ventral. Harriet. Minute Building.
Oh, shoot.
Farms, Fonto, Winona Jetton County, 100 Wilds County Reserve, the Judgment Shed, the Simulator Hut, Bellevue Point North Light, Hunter, Rideau, Kentonville Network, Eskimo County, non Point to Presivo Value Escape.
Oh, wow.
Escape.
Let's move it up. Let's have it start off from here.
Jasmine River, Jocelyn Southwest Double Pier, Edinburgh County, Edinburgh Bay, Gavin Gulf, Minted Building, Voss Fountain, Lemingford Fountain, Ramble Swamp, Needham, Quad County.
I
Rail
activate a
Center,
spell.
Jesslyn, Peace, Ventral, Arian, Minted
Negate,
Building,
negate.
What?
Westgate,
A trap
Collegiate
card?
Farms, Fonto, Winona Jetton County, 100 Wilds County Reserve, the Judgment Shed, the Simulator Hut, Bellevue Point
And
North
that
Light,
ends my turn.
Hunter, Regal, Kentonville Network, Eskimo County, non-red point and Presivo Value Escape.
Yes.
That is.
Tom.
Alright. Now, let's deal some damage to
If you
Yuya.
think I have nothing up my sleeve, look again.
Oh, there's the performal curtain call. So, my Gemini Elf is gone. And I can't do anything else, then, so.
This monster ain't just for show. Exit stage right. It's time for the next act.
Jetron County, 100 Wilds County Reserve, the Judgment Shed, the Simulator Hut, Bellevue Point North Light, Hunter, Regal,
What?
Kentonville
A
Network,
trap card?
Eskimo County, non-red
Oh,
point and Presivo
shoot.
Value Escape.
And that ends my turn.
I wonder how that iPod's cap
This
thing.
show's not over yet.
How that iPod's cap thing says it. I don't know if I don't remember if it says for the following counties or areas or slash areas or something.
And that ends my turn.
Let's take a look. Let's see. That looks like something. Might be, I wonder who that could be. Is that WMAL or is that something else? Ah, it's WTOP again. Did they really decide to test twice this week? Because I remember seeing them go on the 9th or something.
This show's not over yet.
Or maybe I took them out. Or maybe I took them out beforehand. Let me take a look and see.
This show's not over yet.
Let me look and see. That was today. So they really tested twice in 1 week. I have never seen WTOP do that before. But anyway, that's my turn. Oh, let's use this fire warning as an example.
I activate a spell.
Issued a fire warning for Trinity, California.
Oh, sure, let's do, sure, let's try this.
And that ends my turn.
Rowland Lake Park. So let's put it, so let's put it, so now we're gonna try to recreate that, that other thing. Alright, first,
What?
come on over, Whip Snake. Now, end it.
Ah, guess that's my final curtain.
That's the one monster that I needed to do. So there we go. I take the match. Nobleman of Extermination. And then Key Mace 2. Wonder if I could use these in the originals.
You definitely impressed me with that one.
I certainly did, Yuya. I certainly did. Besides, did that security update even run while we were doing the duel or something? Let me take a look. Oh, now they're saying they're ready to install. Alright. Now it says they're ready to install. Alright, well, we may as well do that. And while it does that, it is time to go through this week's Name and Claim It Scrambled Word Game. So let me put the display back up. So, from part 1, here are the letters. Now, let's see if I can try to make a crazy word with this. And now we're going to try, well... Let's see how this sounds so far.
Civil authority has issued a required weekly test for grasslands, Indolent, Drake Ridge, Island Lake, Park, Tri-County Spaceship Port, Asmunti, Eastern GSS and RF, 391 Grassel Road, Yalix House, Stop Park and Arcade, Top Deli, Pix Nose Hut, Vincent Security Hall, 30 Way Northwest Pier Headlight, Jasmine Area, Levantine, Rubio, Grandchulin City, Liquido, Cavent, Bindle, Jasmine River, Jocelyn Southwest Double Pier Headlight Edit.
Not quite, Tom. Let me finish this up here. Edit Brow Bay, Gavin Golf, Vintage Building,
I feel like I'd be last or my Really, I really feel that's really cool what's going on. Either that or something else, I don't know. Maybe I'm safer, maybe I'm not. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find out what.
Let's see right here. The Judgment Shed, the Simulator Hut, and we're gonna add more. We're gonna add more to it. Impress, Hevo, Valley and Escape, and all. No wait, how does it say?
Beginning at 6:28.
Beginning at here we go. At all of Illinois.
Whatever.
So now, let's try the full completed product.
A civil authority has issued a required weekly test for grasslands, Indolent, Drake Ridge, Rowland Lake, Park, Tri-County Spaceship Port, Asmunti, Eastern GSS and RF, 391 Grassel Road, Yalix House, Fenton Stop Park and Arcade, Top Deli, Fix Nose Hut,
Vincent Security Hall,
30 Way Northwest Pier Headlight, Jasmine Area, Levantine, Rubio, Grandchulin City, Liquido, Cavent, Bittle, Jasmine River, Jocelyn Southwest Double Pier Headlight,
Edinburgh Bay, Gavin Golf,
Minted Building,
All right, back to trying to figure out the letters here. Let's see. Let's see. Druze. Brian. Good thing I didn't do that one particular word. How about I road SUIN? ROASDIOU. Oh wait, I forgot the N. I wonder if this could correct the spelling. No, there's no D. Roading, there's no G. There's no G. There's no G here. NOUSIDRAN. How about let's try it with an R. IDANS. For the Edinburgh Bay emergency. So let's try this.
This is a required weekly test of the IPOS system originating from the Edinburgh Bay Emergency Operations Center.
For the Edinburgh.
Hey, Justin, I got a request for you. Can you please no longer include these locations in your logs and stop making fun of them, please? Because I don't want to deal with my personal paradise
Well,
being made fun of.
All right.
Or whatever, please. I'm
Okay.
sorry,
All right.
I'm sorry, Justin Bull, but I really feel like that's what's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't deal with this anymore.
All right. Okay. I totally understand. Yeah, and I probably can't, I can't even think of any more ideas with that anyway. So.
Good.
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
I mean,
that's enough of that. That was enough for one day. So. Okay. So.
Not that I have had enough of it, but I mean, it's getting kind of annoying now.
Kind of annoying. I do understand. But anyway, let's get back to the word game here. So, let's see. Oh, maybe that's not the way it's supposed to be said. ROUN. There's two N's. Oh, great. It's almost like I tried this one word. Wait a minute. There's two R's here. There's supposed to be only one. Wait a second. There's only two R's there. There's only supposed to be one R. There's only supposed to be one R there. Ord. NAUIS. Oh, I was right. There's only supposed to be one N, not two. Oh, great. It really made this hard. How about DUSORIAN? Disorient. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's. Okay, well, that's all the words I can. That really is all the words I can. That's all the words I can think of. So. Yeah, that's all the words I can think of. All right, we'll let this VM finish installing all of its updates and whatever. For now, let's do another round of the eBay scavenger hunt. And our next up, let's see what kind of Dell Optiplex micro PCs there are. I'll go ahead and exit the eject the drive. Not given an option. Oh, I rejected it already, but I guess it just took forever for the thing to come up, but oh well. Dell Windows 11 Pro all-in-one. But what model could this be exactly? Doesn't give any details. An Optiplex 7050? No RAM, SSD, nothing. So basically it's just, it has the CPU, but it doesn't have the RAM or any other components. Here's an Optiplex 5070 with a nice Gen i5 processor. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So there's a look at the OS there. Oh, look, a remnant of Windows 7. Still present on Windows 11 somehow. WinArrow Windows Experience Index. So that's a tool from WinArrow. And there's the Windows 11 Pro 25H2. There's all the specs. And it's refurbished. And then here's an Optiplex 5090. This has an 11th Gen i5 full desktop CPU in here. Of course it does. And then this is what my father's school got 2 of last year. I recently cited one. I had recently cited one of them, but it's not this specific. It's not this exact model. The Optiplex Micro 7020. This is the standard one where you could add a 2.5-inch drive as well. But then the Plus model, you can add up to 2 NVMe SSDs, but you can't put any extra. You can't put in any 2.5-inch hard drives. What do we got here? We have a lot of Dell Optiplex 5080 micros with choices of either 8, 16, or 32 gigs. And of course, the prices change based on selection. I can have it come with no drive. I could put the 512 gigabytes. I mean, just for these machines, I mean, the price is actually pretty reasonable considering these devices. There's another set of 5080 micros. These are the specs of all of them. So this is a lot. And I can see they will all have Wi-Fi, judging by the one antenna thing. Now that 3060 micro I have right now, that's the only micro that they had. But now they have 2 micros. And here's the 7060 micro I found a video on recently. So that one's a Wi-Fi model. It's a vPro. That's because it's higher end on the. It's higher end on Dell's ladder or whatever. And this Optiplex 5000 micro just went up. This is 4 parts. There's no hard drive, there's no power cord. It's just the PC. Yeah, it's almost 11 p.m. Eastern time, and I mean, we still got other games to play here before we're all set and done.
Alright, I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Alright, well, good thing I returned his call when I could. Okay, well. Alright, well. Yeah, I knew he would be annoyed by that, so, by trying to recreate a message, so. That's probably going to be most likely now an off. That's most likely now going to be an off-air thing. So I'm not going to play around with that kind of stuff while we're on the air going forward. So going back now, this one it just says this model does not come with a hard drive or power cord, so it doesn't come with it, in this listing. So it's not just for parts, but I think it is listed for parts repair for some reason. But the only thing it lists is that there's no power cord or hard drive with it. No SSD or SATA drive. There's nothing. There's no hard drive. There's no 2.5-inch SATA drive. There's nothing. There is nothing there at all. Yeah, I may as well go ahead and close all this other stuff that I had running. All right, let's get back to the computers here. So, this is a newer Optiplex 3000 with a 12th Gen i5 12500T in there. That Windows logo means it comes with an operating system. It says Windows 11 Pro, so it comes with Windows 11 Pro. And of course, these are all the specs. There it shows has a fresh install of the latest Windows 11 version, 25H2. And I assume it's just a standard retail copy and not one from the factory. Oh, look, here's the exact micro that I'm using right now. Well, that I have in use right now. It's this exact model and this exact configuration, but look at the difference. This is a 7080? Why is there a 7080 on this listing for a 3060 micro? I see what looks to be a NAS in the background. But, I mean, it sure matches. So this is exactly the specs that mine had originally. 256 gig M.2, which is now in my small form factor. 8 gigs of RAM, Windows 11 Pro. And then, well, originally it had Windows 10 Pro, but then after it was retired, I upgraded it to Windows 11 since it met the requirements for it. So now it's on Windows 11. Now look at this 5080. Only 4 gigs of RAM. Oh gosh, 4 gigs of RAM in Windows Pro? Yeah. This one's 8 gigabytes. And here's a little newer, and here's an older 7070 micro. This one is the 9th generation i7 actually. Core i7, vPro, 9th generation, Windows logo. Tells me this is Windows 10 that it comes with. Ah, here's the exact micro that my father's school has now. They have two of these. Micro 7010s. And that right there is the power cord from the factory. So there's the front, the back, the top with the V-Pro sticker. I don't remember if these are the V-Pro models, but more than likely it's just the standard i5. But there's a look at the inside. You could pretty much tell the difference. That's the M.2 SSD. That's if you want to add a SATA, if you want to add a 2.5-inch drive, which I have in mind. And then right underneath there, that's where all the RAM is. This one has 16 gigabytes, two 8-gigabyte sticks. When my father's school bought those micros, each of those had 32 gigabytes of memory, as they bought them refurbished. As far as I've been told, they bought those refurbished. They each had 32 gigs of RAM. I was thinking, I think for something like that, just for basic work, 32 gigs is a little too extreme. So I was thinking, bring them down a little bit to 16 gigabytes. But, I mean, if it's just really for basic work, 16 gigabytes is good enough. I mean, in 2026, it still is. 16 gigs is really still good enough in 2026, just for basic work. But if we're talking something advanced, like, like running a Windows 11 virtual machine or like a Windows 11 VM or something else like that, then yeah, I'd say that's where the threshold would be, that I would do 32 gigabytes of memory. But then what else have we got here? Here's the Plus variant of the 7010. This one you could put two SSDs in. This one's also 32 gigabytes. Windows 11 Pro 24H2. Well, because last year 24 was the latest version, but now it's 25. So, because yeah, when I set up my micro, the latest was 24H2, but now it's on 25H2. I brought it on to 25H2 soon after it was released. In fact, my small form factor was the first one to get it, because I swapped out the hard drive on it, and then I installed a fresh copy of 25H2. Or did I reinstall the factory image and then upgrade it to 25H2? I think that's what I did. I'm trying to recall here. And then we have a tower machine. All right, so I'll go ahead and let that do its updates, even though I probably will not be keeping it for long. It's the 7090 Optiplex. So this is the larger tower model. Here's another Optiplex 5000. 12th Gen V Pro, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, Windows 11 Pro, Wi-Fi, V Pro technology, and this is what it looks like on the back. The Ethernet cable, optional module slot, 4 USB 3 slots, 2 display ports, and the power jack. Serial number. And then we have here the 7060 micro. Yeah, these older micros, in fact, all these newer ones now, they look almost the same. They look pretty much the same. Pretty much they look the same. The exact same. Except the higher end ones also have the USB-C USB-C port. And then there's just the dynamics, and then this is what's included. So that's the optional module thing. 4 USB 3 ports, Kensington lock, 2 display ports, power cord, that's what it's going to come with, and then the antenna for the Wi-Fi card that's built in. Here's another 3000 micro. And I see this one, the optional module cover is trying to come off, but it's still hanging on. 2 USB 2, 2 USB 3, HDMI, DisplayPort, power brick or power plug, power. Just some cosmetic damage on the side, but it doesn't affect the overall functionality. So this is what it looks like there. 6-core processor, 16 gigs of RAM, running in dual channel, 2 8GB sticks in each. This is what it looks like booted into Windows 11, and I can tell this is the newest version because of the new gigantic start menu. That's all the specs in the settings app. Windows 11 Pro. It's activated with its license from the motherboard. Hard drive partition. The device manager. Oh, this one's a MediaTek. This is the exact same Wi-Fi card that's inside of my IdeaPad that I have right now. It's the exact same one, only not the partition structure of the drive. We want device manager. Oh, it must be in the other IdeaPad, not the one that I have in front of me right now. This one is Realtek. And then we have, oh look, another listing for a 3060, but this one does not have a Wi-Fi card in the box, nor does it have an OS. Well, my 3060 already had an OS on it, but then when I was ready to swap out the drive, I just, wiped the drive, took it out, put in the new drive, and then reinstalled the factory image. There's another 7010. Here's an older 7050 micro with only a 7th gen Intel CPU. It's a 6th generation, actually. But, of course, it's still running Windows 11. Even though Microsoft doesn't allow that natively. This looks like an electronics distribution facility because I could see some other laptops in the background there. This is a 5000 micro. vPro Essentials. So that's what the computer looks like. That's the power cable. Micro i5 10th gen. This is what model? 3080. That's what it looks like on the back. There's the power slot, HDMI, DisplayPort, Kensington lock, and looks like there's VGA already included. Well, that's great, because on my micro it did not have VGA. I had to put that on there separately, but thankfully my small form factor has the VGA optional module, so I was able to switch out that module from the small form factor and put it into the micro. Although I had to make some sacrifices to make it possible. But then again, almost a year after I made this change, and it is quite impressive how big of a change I had made with all this. Just with switching the module out between devices. Here's another one of that. All right, I think that's enough of looking at computers, but let's see, the update is done. Let me make sure that this is the latest build. $8 GB. No. We want this one. 9168. Yep. So we are up to date. We are on the latest version of Windows 11. Okay. So we're all set with that. Let's go ahead and shut this off. And now we will head back over to Windows 7. So we can get started with the true main attraction tonight. Oh, this has been stopped since what? Okay, there we go. so we can get started with the true main attraction tonight. So, as the VM loads up here, I want to go ahead and reiterate what I was saying about earlier in regards to the rest of the plans for this week. For those of you who might have missed part 1, in addition to all the severe weather stuff that's been going on today. Hasn't updated for quite a while, but we're done with that anyway. So, let me reiterate the plans. So tomorrow, there will not be a Downers Grove episode, as far as I'm told. No Downers Grove episode tomorrow. But I will be taking the opportunity to actually make more County Request episodes. So I will actually take this opportunity and make more episodes. So maybe that might mean having lunch a little earlier, or I'll still have it at noon and then just, I don't know, maybe 11:45 or something. I don't know. I'll think about it. I will think about it. But the plan for tomorrow, so instead of Downers Grove, I'm going to do what I have been wanting to do for a little bit. Well, actually, that I've been wanting to do, the rest of this week. The last time I was able to successfully do County Request episodes was on the 9th. And then we had the severe weather event on the 10th. Or was it the 9th? Was it the 9th? Let me take a look. I think it was the 9th. I think it was the 9th, but I'm going to look again. Okay, so it was the 10th. All right. So it was that Monday. That was the only day I was able to make County Request episodes that week. Because then Tuesday morning, shit went down with the Drake show. Shit went down with the Drake show that morning. Of course, I wasn't able to make a single County Request episode that day. Of course, I didn't do it today. But I will be taking the opportunity tomorrow to make additional County Request episodes. But this time around, I'm looking to make 2 extra ones to hopefully, finish the whole thing. As in completing the remaining episodes that will go through the rest of this year. So from November up to, going up to the final week of 2027. The final week of 2026 going into 27. And then I'll just save the rest of them for after, what would be to come. Now, we'll do Backyard Baseball that night. That, of course, is not going to change as of right now. So we'll start it at 5 p.m. as we normally do. So, as I said, nothing's going to change about tomorrow night. However, for Friday, though, currently there's a few possibilities, but whatever happens in both remains the same. So it's either I go to the Lawn of Oaks for 2 weeks or not. But that's one thing. The other thing is whether I go to work or not, I'm going to be taken to work anyway. Well, I'm going to be taken to Downers Grove anyway. So, regardless of what happens, I can tell you that Friday for sure, Downers Grove is still set. So Downers Grove is still set for this coming Friday, the 14th. And I think this might be our best. Well, regardless of how it plays out, this might be our best one yet. It could. We'll see what happens. It depends on when I get there, how long I'm in downtown for, and everything. I mean, there's just so many factors. And then, regardless of whatever goes down, we will not do our Friday Fun Night show that night, which is why, in just a few moments, in addition to the single duel with Joey and Kaiba, we're also going to do our single duel against Yugi Moto. So we're just going to go ahead and get all 3 duelists out of the way tonight. And then I won't have to worry about Yugi. But then what about the other games, too? We might make those up on that Sunday, but I want to start rendering episodes that day, considering I've been talking a lot about that. But in other news for Thursday, let's go back to Thursday for a second. Considering that I finished changing up, considering I had finished making some changes with the, considering I had finished making changes to, considering I finished making changes to, considering I finished making changes to the NWR thing after I found out that Broadcastify's static audio is now locked behind their premium subscription. I removed all Broadcastify links from my NWR and added some more AM/FM stuff to its documentation. I was going to carry that over, but you know what? Tomorrow, I will be doing some. I'll be doing some final technical maintenance. So I'll be taking advantage of the day off, not just with the counter requests, but I will also be doing some final technical maintenance with my PCs. Mainly, it involves switching around some RAM capacities again. That, as well as installing that security update that I had just installed in that virtual machine. The security update for this month that came out yesterday. So I'll get that taken care of on all of my remaining PCs. And I know there's a lot of them, so we'll be taking care of a lot of them at once. So I was thinking I could just do it on my, well, I'll think about it when we get, I'll think about, how exactly I'm going to do it, when I get there. But then, since Chicago did not test today, they're going to more than likely test tomorrow. So I was thinking, rather than just rendering that entire, almost 2-hour weekly, video of, severe weather from this week, I was thinking I'll include the weekly test recorded on a 2010 Pantech phone as an added bonus. I thought, why not? Let's see how bad it is if I try to record a weekly with a phone from 2010. That'll be fun. That'll be a whole lot of fun. We'll see. We will see. Hopefully I remember to, change all that and whatnot, so hopefully. But anyway, regardless of what happens on that Saturday, the 15th, our Weekend Fun and Game show will be starting much later and will be shortened. So that means we'll be condensing a lot of our games. Sunday, the 16th, Ticket to Ride, and basically everything else after that, nothing is going to change. Except for the location. So, as I said, that week, Sunday the 16th, I'll begin rendering episodes of our shows that I've been putting together for multiple weeks, and actually for a whole week, to be exact. Okay, now let me finish up. And then I was gonna do that, and then I wanted to get to Yu-Gi-Oh, and then the stuff the Lem buying went down and everything. So I didn't get an opportunity to do that, but I will do that soon. But anyway, that week the 16th, I'll begin rendering all episodes of my shows. And then the week after, I'll start making, I will begin making more Street View episodes. And then when I get back on that September, I will then just go ahead and make the rest of the County Request episodes each day of the week, except for Wednesday, of course. And then maybe Wednesday live on air? I don't know. But I don't know about on air. But I'll still make, I still plan on making a lot of, additional County Request episodes, that'll go through the rest of the year. Well, I'm going to finish up 26, and then I'm going to move on to kicking off 2020, kicking off the run for 2027, following the 2 weeks day in the Lawn of Oaks. So that means course, we're still going to do our weekly test show there, but it's going to be a little different without Broadcastify now. Well, mostly, because John's still able to do the Broadcastify stuff, which is why earlier I was talking about a new structure for how WPLD's alert handling is going to be done. So, of course, being specific, if it goes through NWR or AMFM, that will be the alert that goes through the main. If both receive it, the one that sends it out first will be the one the main receives. However, if both fail, then of course, WJON and WSPX are the back ends of all this. So pretty much that's on the back end. So that will be the backup in case it fails. All right, so now with all that being said and done, yeah, I did say just a moment ago that there was something else I was going to do, but then something else happened. So I'm going to go take a moment to get that taken care of now, and then we will duel against Yugi Moto. All right. Thank you for your patience. I took care of that. Now I gotta make adjustment to the volume. All right. Now it's time to duel once again. As promised, we are gonna do Yugi first.
I hope you've come prepared, because it's time to duel!
Yes, it is. And I'll be going first. Oh my gosh. Percent back quote. I can't get enough of it somehow. Alright, Mystical Elfin defense, and that's gonna be my first move. What's Yugi gonna do? Yeah, I did.
That was a good attack.
That was a good attack.
Now, I'll set a card.
I end
Now,
my
I'll
turn.
set a card. I end my turn.
I pick Swordsman.
Trap hole!
I was thinking about the trap hole.
I activate my spell card.
Graceful Charity.
I end my turn.
Great, my cursor's going all over the place. Alright, Mystic Clown.
I see what you're trying to do. Unfortunately,
guess,
it's
another
not
trap
going to
hole?
work. Trap hole!
Oh, look at that. 2 trap holes. He set them both down. In just one turn, and he used them both in 2 separate turns.
I end my turn.
And I see what he's doing. He's... Do I have Lesser Dragon here? No, I don't. So I'm gonna have to wait. But I want to keep Steel Ogre Grotto. And now I don't have to worry about his trap hole. We may as well go ahead and get rid of one of his monsters.
That was a good attack.
Great, now my cursor won't move. Okay, well, that's my turn.
I switch it to defense position. I end my turn.
2-pronged attack. Nope, I am not putting that down. But this I am. So we'll get rid of his Celtic Guardian in defense. And then we'll have the Winged Dragon go at him directly.
That was a good attack.
And that is it.
I end my turn.
Silver Fang, yeah. Okay. Wolf Skull Redbird, go at it first. And
Your
there's
monster's
Mandir.
attack triggered my effect.
And he's gonna pick my Mystical. Of course he is. But now that's gone.
Not bad.
We can just go at him directly.
That was a good attack.
And that is my turn.
I end my turn.
Alright. Well, since this field is totally empty, we may as well end it.
Ah! Ah!
And that one.
Ah!
And that is a win. Monster egg. Huh, wonder how significant that monster will be.
I'm proud of you. Your skills have greatly improved. I can see that you'll make an excellent duelist.
Well, since the last time we played? Huh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure what the logic is behind these, picking these like what kind of criteria, does it pick in order to decide what recording to play at the end of the duel? I don't know. Alright, now for Kyla.
For you, victory is not in the cards.
We'll see about that. And meanwhile, I'm updating my tablet because I was going to do that earlier tonight, but I did not get a chance to. But I did not do that, so I want to do it now before we're done.
I set this card face down. I end my turn.
Let's see, Red Sea Snake.
That's not going to work. Ring of Destruction.
Ah, that was the card we saw with Yuma earlier. And then we have Anti-Spell Fragrance, which basically treats spell cards as trap cards. So I guess we might as well.
What?
So. Okay, so spell cards are treated as traps now. So they cannot be activated directly.
I end
Essentially,
my turn.
we have to set them down now before we can use them. So as such, set down this American Troll. We'll summon Headhuntress. And we'll go after his Mystic Horseman.
Ha! Not bad.
Okay, and that is my turn.
I set this card
Face down.
I end my turn.
I could tribute summon. Sure.
That's impossible.
Let's see what this one is. Okay. And we'll go ahead and we'll activate Mesmeric Control.
So, you're activating a spell card.
So, this is locked now. Cannot be changed.
I'll resurrect a servant from the graveyard. Monster
Reborn.
Reborn.
And he picks Mystic Horseman.
This card represents my pride and soul as a duelist. I summon my almighty Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh, he's bringing out the big guns now. There's his signature. There is his signature card. Okay.
I end my turn.
Well, what are we gonna do about that? This is a dragon monster. This doesn't do anything. Well, you know what? The only way I could get his Blue Eyes off the field is to force a tribute. So, but again, this field spell will have to be set somewhere, so I'm not going to do anything about that field spell yet. Until later. Yep, and there that goes. Probably could have saved that spell card for that other one for that. Okay, well, at this point.
So, you're activating a spell card.
Yep, there's no turn back here, so. Yeah, he's gonna tribute the. Yeah, I didn't. Well, I probably should have. Maybe I should have done that earlier, but well, I didn't have a choice. So Yeah, I think that was a fatal move on my part, so Kaiba's gonna take the win here. Well, yeah, I probably should have thought twice because I mean I was thinking he was gonna get rid of that blue eyes white dragon, but I know how much he didn't want to. So that makes total sense.
A pathetic dog like you never had a chance
So-
against a champion like me.
Yeah, that was a fatal move there on my part. All right, so now we have one last opponent before we move on to our last game of the night. That, of course, is Joey. So we're gonna go ahead and play a duel against him. Then we got Yahtzee, and then we're done.
Listen up. A true duelist doesn't back up from nobody, because only cowards don't stand up to a challenge. You better come strong, because it's time to duel!
Yes, it is. Okay, Joey won that, and I will be going first. Okay, let's see. Gamma, and then Alligator's Sword. That one's going in defense. I'll leave everything else as it is for now, so let's see what his first move will be.
I activate
I
my
activate
spell
my
card.
spell card. You gotta destroy it.
My field spell card activates.
And then Fusion Gate.
I'll just go along and set this card here. Let me give you a little hint. You better be careful, because this card's a trap. I end my turn.
We likely set down 2 of them. Alright, let's go ahead and use Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy one of the 2. That was Magic Cylinder. Alright, so
Hold on a sec.
Sword, and
I'm
now
gonna
it's the
activate
activating.
this.
Could have picked Torrential Tribute. Oh, well, obviously nothing much else is gonna happen, so. I can only pick one of the 2, but Magic Cylinder would have reflected the attack, so.
I end my turn.
Hey, I got something. Axe Raider. Graceful Dice. So let's boost its attack points to as far as we can go with Graceful Dice. And we can just attack them directly.
Whoa! Man, that was close. Too close.
Okay, let's see what Joey's gonna do now.
I end my
Nothing.
turn.
Alright, this is my chance. But I'm not tributing it, just for that. Nope.
Not too shabby. But you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
And there we go.
Whoa.
We brought his life
Man, that
points
was
down by
close.
half.
Too close.
Now 3,300. Alright. Let's see, this is 1550. So,
I end my turn.
oh, I got Monster Reborn. I think this might be all I need to end this duel. Alright. Well, first let's go and
You're gonna
tribute.
Tribute summon?
Yep. And then Monster Reborn.
Yeah.
To bring back Gavin the Magnet Warrior. I was debating between that and Alligator Sword, but I guess it doesn't matter which one we
Can't
pick.
be.
Nope. Don't do that. Alright. So Axe Raider against his defense.
Your
Returns
attack
all monster
triggered my
cards.
effect.
So they all go back to the deck. No chance at Magic Arm Shield, that's going in defense. Penguin Soldier, that's going in defense, and that's staying defense. And that's all we're gonna get. This one requires a tribute, which is why it was skipped.
I summon Alligator Sword!
Nope, I want to take
gonna
advantage of
resurrect
his
a monster
effects.
from the graveyard!
Monster Reborn! And he is picking my Yamimaki, but I'm going to pass on that because we are about to see Sangan's effect activate. And I can only pick one of them. I'll see what, well, it's usually 1500 or less, so I'll do Gamma again. And then he has that other one.
What? Can't be!
Yep. So we'll go ahead and send them back. However, one's going to go back to his deck, and one is going to go back to my hand.
I end my turn!
So his Alligator Sword is back in his hand, and my Yamimaki is in my hand. Alright, let's go at him directly.
Not too shabby, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
I mean, this is pretty remarkable. I haven't even taken a single bit of damage yet in this entire duel.
I summon Alligator Sword!
Nope, because
I'll
that is
just
in
go along
preparation
and
for
set
my
this
next
card
move.
here. Let me give you a little hint. You better be careful, because this card's a trap. I end my turn.
And yep, I know what I'm gonna do. Tribute.
You're gonna tribute summon?
Nope, we are activating Stimpack,
Yeah.
and we are gonna boost its attack points by 700.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna activate this.
He's gonna negate it. Very well. Okay, so that's negated. And we'll get rid of his Alligator Sword.
Whoa! Man, that was close. Too close.
Down to 1300. Alright. This may be his last turn.
I end my turn.
Okay, he's got to play as much defense as he can. Actually, I don't think it's gonna matter, so nope, nope, nope. Probably should have thought twice about setting Torrential Tribute down. Okay. Let's see what this is. Yep, Headless Knight, and then we can go at him directly to take the win.
Yeah!
So 2 out of the 3 that we've defeated tonight. So not too bad. Leo Gun.
Ah, man, I got totally whooped. But I'm never gonna quit as long as I got my whole future ahead of me.
Well, a future that I don't know really if we're if we're ever going to see of him, but oh well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our final game of the night. The last game of the show before we are totally done. And that, of course, is Yahtzee. And along with that... Okay. And along with that, we're going to see who got their test today, and then talk about some other final things before we wrap things up here. Alright, so of course I'll start by playing my turn. I'll take the small straight. Okay. Alright, let's see who got which test. So Radio Frenzy got State College and DC. And as the title of this thing states, it's going to be the last time that Radio Frenzy will be able to catch weekly for a good while. So we got both DC and State College. Weber State, WX got his test off of WXL 86. And that's really it. That's really the whole thing, so. Oh, those Pro Desk PCs. And then TFM with his tests. This one is Lacrosse, I presume. Kyrian got finally went ahead and uploaded all those warnings from August 7th. And then a flash flood warning. And then yet another one. The Tornado Watch expansion on the KNA live stream. And then this was a Paducah severe thunderstorm warning. This is from St. Louis. That must have been from today. But I want to see, did St. Louis still test? Or did he not get it? I guess they both didn't test, so I guess both of them did not test. Okay. Well. And then this flash flood warning from some time ago. The 1050 test on WXL 86 from today. Alright, that's that. Now, what is this thing? Alright, let's continue. So this was the late Tampa Weekly this morning. And then this is the evening test. Happened right at 6 p.m. it looks like. This is crazy. I don't know what that even is supposed to be. Interesting. That was a flash flood emergency. And then this is mentioning about possibly this being a derecho. So those were all the EAS timelines. And what is this one? Unless these were tornado warnings from some time ago. Air 1. He got off of Air 1. Worship now. Ah, jeez. Alright, so St. Louis did still test, despite the severe weather threat. Alright. So then I'll go over and take St. Louis off because they test off of the postponement list because they did test today. Despite what was to come. I should have done 4 prime, no kidding. Somebody better figure out what's up with that St. Louis stream, why it's not, why nothing has gone through my logger from that one. This is one of the flash flood emergencies. Here's another one. That was from this morning. That was his reaction. For Muncie. This was from 9:17 a.m. this morning. And this one is everything from past some railroad crossing tour. This is Nashville's weekly from today, which apparently put his radio on like what, the side of a washing machine or something. Sure looks like it. Yeah, that's Nashville's test. And then this is everything from Radio Frenzy from August 7th. And then the Houston Weekly that took place today. Alright, so that's our 2 games of Yahtzee. So we're going to finish up here and then with this, and then we will be done. And then Northern Illinois is actually catching up on stuff. There's a considerable severe thunderstorm warning from Milwaukee, and then 2 severe thunderstorm warning considerables from Quad Cities and Chicago, and then another one from the Quad Cities. And I see during this time we crossed DAS 1000, and then this was DC's a weekly. Then this was State College.
Good morning, everybody.
And then what did he say for
Yeah, at least radio from so
what was the last thing Southern PA said before he ended this?
so your RWT has been canceled due to the flooding. I'm not really getting WXL 39 consistently anymore, so in order to go ahead and just hop on with your radar, I hope you guys can enjoy the rest of your days for fun. And hope you guys enjoy my most likely last RWT for a good ride. But anyway, hope you guys have a good.
So he said most likely last one for a good while. Yeah. So yeah, Southern PA is going to be starting work soon, and Radio Frenzy, either work or school, one of those two. They'll be starting that soon as well. So for both of them, this is more than likely their last, the last weekly test stream they will be running for a while. That was flash flood one. That was another one of the flash flood emergencies. Now I see Accurate got the flash flood emergency also. Well, my logger never got any of that. Wow. The tragedy of Weatherwire. What's special about Weatherwire?
Central South Carolina.
Not sure what's special about that, but okay. And then when we have here. So we missed the activation, but that was the flash flood warning. And then Zachary Coleman starts school tomorrow. My town school district starts tomorrow too. CXP got the morning test from Tampa. He got the morning test from Miami as well as the evening test. Y94.
Guess what's the most dangerous animal in North Dakota?
Looks like an air check of the station. And then there's that. And then the severe thunderstorm warning from July 21st. This. That tornado siren madness thing. Okay. And the day 2 convective outlook for tomorrow. Doesn't look like much has changed though. But still, I'm going to get those situated. I will more than likely do that tomorrow. This is the flood warning. So washing machine, severe weather coverage. Central Illinois got that severe thunderstorm warning from this morning. Plus watch number 574, which I got this morning as well. Every station's off the air for maintenance. Yeah. That was from August 11th. The Cool Adventure of August 2026. Wait a minute. See. I see. Went to Dunkin' Donuts. Sorry, different ceiling fan. Piedmont Region WX managed to get WXL 58 Chapel Hill. And then this is from the previous day. Severe thunderstorm and then tornado warning. This is the day 2 outlook from today. Surprised St. Louis still tested despite the slight risk. But then, of course, the marine warning from Monday. And that looks to be everything, so I'm going to check this other one one more time. Okay. All right. Well, that is everything then. So, I guess that's it. So, we are done here for tonight. So, of course, I want to thank all of you for joining us here today for our first weekly test show back from, so long. Of course, I especially want to thank Tom and Ben. Of course, we enjoy having them on the show as always. So, we'll have them back, next week or whatever other time. So, say goodnight to both of them. And, of course, yeah, I'll get the videos into the playlist archive collection, whatever it is, as well as everything else here. Just moments after we end this. So, again, what does the rest of the week look like? So, as I've stated, tomorrow there will not be a Downers Grove episode, but we will be live for Backyard Baseball tomorrow night. I'll be using the day tomorrow to, do some final technical maintenance. Considering that I've given up on Hayes Weather considering that I found out that that would not work best with our network, considering that and Asmar were not playing nice with each other. That being one thing. Second thing, getting the weather scan moved over to the 3506, as well as updating all the monitors and all that. I think during that time frame, we could have the 7506 take over for the weather scan AM FM while I make the move, of everything. I could if I wanted to, but yeah. So yeah, that's the plan tomorrow. I also plan to make additional county request episodes. Considering I was not able to do that yesterday because of the severe weather that occurred. So I'll get back to production on that tomorrow, in addition to the technical maintenance, which includes some more hardware work and installing the system updates. One of them, as I stated, I don't know if I stated this already, but one of them decided to update overnight, so I guess that takes care of that. At least it was the main that was down and not, the AMF or the MWR, because they were the most crucial services, but that's totally okay. At least it only missed one, so I'm alright with it. So yeah, I'll do some final technical maintenance tomorrow, as well as Backyard Baseball. And then when we get to Friday, again, regardless of whether I'll be going to the Lawn of Oaks or not, or whether I'll be working that day or not, we are still set to do a Downers Grove episode. But if I am going to be at the Lawn of Oaks, if I am going to be beginning my stay in the Lawn of Oaks for 2 weeks beginning at the end of the day on Friday, then all of our services will be offline beginning at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. that morning, and we are not expected to return until about 7 p.m. We will not be able to do our Friday Fun Night show that night, considering that there's like a whole bunch of other things that are currently planned to be done. So we'll let them do that, and then Saturday's Weekend Fun and Game show will be shortened. Will be shortened. And then, of course, that Sunday, while our live stream schedule will return to normal after that, I will begin rendering all the episodes of all the shows on all the PCs. However, considering that there's only 12 gigs of RAM inside of my 7506, I don't know how it's going to handle ClipChamp and Weather Scan all running at once, or I may have to shorten it down to only 3 machines. I'll think about it. I'll think about it when we get closer. So I will think about it when we get closer. Yeah, I'll think about it when we get closer. So then hopefully that process will take that entire week. So of course, in terms of live stream schedule, Ticket to Ride Sunday as usual. Monday will be nothing else. Tuesday, Robot Show will still start at 6. Nothing else special about that. And then, so let's see. And then, of course, Wednesday of next week will be our next edition of the Weekly Test Extravaganza. Now, there was also a thing I was going to mention. We did try to see if we could, do the whole thing with Broadcastify. Now that they've made all these, how they've now made these, these changes. I did try them through SCR, but it did not pick them up. Probably because of how terrible, of the reception. It might be, or just didn't think that they were valid. I don't know. maybe that's why Ismara and Hayes were not playing nice with each other. So probably could have just left it alone and maybe see if they would have better acted. But you know what? But we at least tried. We tried. Well, or rather, I tried. I tried my best. But of course, sometimes not everything goes to plan. But that's the way things go sometimes. That is the way things go. And then, of course, Wednesday will be the next weekly test show. Then Backyard Baseball, Friday Fun Night show. Hopefully, Saturday will be the next weekend fun game show. And then, of course, that following week, I'll work on more Street View episodes. I'll spend the entire week getting more episodes made for the Street View series. And then when I end up back here at home, I'll just go on producing more and more County Request episodes. So yeah, I'll try to produce. I'll try to see how many of them I can make. But also, I can't forget to mention I gotta get the County Request thing situated too. The document and get rosters and everything for them situated. That of which I will probably get to if there's time left after I render all the episodes of the shows. And then, of course, when I end up back here in September, I can just finish up the County Request, and then I'll finish up the Street View episodes, and then after that, then I can pretty much get started on production on the other things. I'm still a little bit of bit of decisive as to whether I want to do the second half of the second season, fifth grader or not. But if I do want to do it, then what I will just do is I will, just do a couple of test recordings and see what works and what doesn't work. But clearly, I think with the DS and the volume and everything, I think it's probably going to be a big problem. You're trying to handle it, so I'm kind of thinking about pulling out of that idea, but I will think about that when we get closer. So then when I get back here on, let's see, August 29th, if not September 5th, that will be when I end up back here, and I'll get started making more County Request episodes, just getting the whole County Request thing completed, and then I won't have to worry about it, and then I guess I won't have to worry about it. It's pretty much the County Request thing will be all automated like the rest of the shows that we do. And then I'll just finish up the Street View. I'll probably just start with the shorter ones first, and then I'll make some of the longer ones afterwards. So, and then just like I've done before, if I want to throw them into Clipchamp, I'll throw them into Clipchamp and make them there. So, and then of course, I'll then shuffle everything and shuffle them around, put them, just put them in a random order and everything. So, with that being said, folks, that is going to do it for us here tonight. So again, thank you all for joining us for this week's edition of the Weekly Test Extravaganza, the first weekly test show in months. And we will be back tomorrow night for our Backyard Baseball game. So hopefully you will join us for that. But until then, on behalf of all of us here at Jesselyn Field Productions, we bid you good night.